Greetings folks, this is a BlackWeasel, and this is my video game review of Wolfenstein for the PlayStation 3. This game from 2009 wasn't on sale, but since I got a good deal on the Wolfenstein 2-pack for the PlayStation 4, I bought this game from Amazon so I can tackle and knock out this one and then focus on the 2-pack and then deal with the one from Redbox, the latest one. The local rental store near me went out of business, and so the only thing that I can rent around here is the Redbox kiosk at the gas station at the grocery store. But the downside about that is that it doesn't have a huge variety of games to be choose from. So like the bad thing about Redbox is that they can only show the latest one, so they'll think that people would jump on it, and then they'll go on towards later games later on, and then they had this big sale at Family Video, and then all those people over there, they bought those games all for $5 each. So that was like a pretty rough to deal with. Like I was there like a week later, and so like it was just too late for me. So now let's deal with Wolfenstein. The story takes place in the fictional town of Eisenstadt during World War II. The Nazis have taken over this town and have enforced martial law. The main character of the game, William J. Blazkowicz, or BJ, is tasked with stopping the Nazis from winning World War II. Now, this game is a run-of-the-mill first-person shooter, but what barely sets this apart from the average first-person shooter game is supernatural weapons and black magic. That's the gist of the story campaign. Blazkowicz needs to stop the Nazis from getting supernatural weapons and using black magic, beginning to it first before they do. That way, he can turn the tables on the Nazis, and then World War II will be over, and the Nazis will lose. This is pretty simple, but that's the bigger issue in itself. Now, this game is served as a soft reboot, so later games in the Wolfenstein series can take advantage of the HD graphics and abilities of the PlayStation 3 console. But what doesn't fly well with this game is the lack of special aspects and originality. Now, as a result, Wolfenstein 2009 is basically became a roadblock for future games in its of this series to be developed on. Like the New Order came out like 5 years later, so like people no one touched this for a while. I bought this game in the physical form because the original the digital version was not released. Yep, here it is. Here's Wolfenstein. So yeah, I bought this game in the physical form because the digital version does not exist on the PlayStation Network, and so it doesn't help. It doesn't help because when the guys like me have to resort towards Amazon to buy the physical form. But the benefits is that I want to return this game so I can get $25 back, and then I'll use that $25 to buy cheaper games on the PlayStation Store. But then again, this game is lackluster, so I'm not sure if people will like having 2009. Wolfenstein gets shoved into the PlayStation Store. They will probably hate the game, and it'll suggest better ones to be put on the PS Store. Let's see here. The gameplay mechanics are simple. Shoot and cover when you're about to die, so you can so your health will be regenerate. There are collectibles for people who like treasure fighting. The music is average and shows itself when the gaming gets good during important events. All in all, I'm going to have to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. The Wolfenstein series has been around for a long time. The 3D game back in 1992 really definitely popularized the first-person shooter genre, but for this vehicle to push the Wolfenstein series further, the developers seem to not put in enough gas to make the trip. As a result, this game sputtered on the road a long ways from where it should be. This game took me around 14 hours to finish this, and I played Wolfenstein from March 15th, 2018, and I finished it on March 20th, 2018. Here it is. Here it is. All right, let's dig in.